Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Ready to Love's Make a Move Season 1 Reunion Part 2, The Final Word. Y'all, I got a lot of notes, okay? I'm surprised. I didn't think I would have this many notes. So clearly there's a lot to discuss. Let's get into it. Before we do, really quickly, church announcements. I will be going live this coming Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a panel of other YouTubers. Be sure to watch out for the community tab. I'll have the link and everything ready for y'all. Be sure to join me back here this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, it's going to be a good time. We're going to talk about Make a Move. We're going to get into it. We're going to have fun. I want to discuss it, but I also have to say, if you haven't already and you've been here before, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe. It's always a growing channel. Like, there's not even any point of doing it without y'all. So thank y'all for subscribing thus far, supporting, watching, liking, sharing. Please continue to do so. It definitely helps my channel to grow, okay? So we pick up with everyone telling Sharice she needs to take a breather because she was acting a fool where we left off last week. She up there yelling at Ashley. Vern explains that Sharice was bullied growing up, and that's why she's always on defense. She was being bullied. She was being bullied, and then she turned into the bully, in my opinion. If you haven't watched her season, go back and watch her season. She was a bully, in my opinion, on her season from episode 1, and that's why she was in the bottom 2. But that's neither here nor there. I just don't see it for Sharice. I just don't. If you feel differently, though, you can, respectfully let me know in the comments, okay? So we move on to Ashley and her 2 keepers, Donald and Kirsten. Why Kirsten was there, no one has a clue, okay? He said he's fulfilling his contractual obligations, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. Don's female friend was also there. I didn't catch her name, but sis, it's the end of the road. I wasn't about to rewind back to get it. Sorry. All the other ladies were on the couch as well, and I felt like there were just too many people. There were just too many people on the couch. It was Tanika, Tamika, it was Brenda, Letitia, Diane, and Lakeisha. It was everybody was out there. But anyway, so we see Ashley's history with the 2 men on the show. She states why she picked them, what she liked about them. Lord, she done gave these men enough praise during the season. We don't need no more, please. So Don says, because Tanika asked, how he understand why Ashley eliminated him the first time. And he said yes, but he still feels like it's a communication issue till this day. The communication issue was a communication issue. Okay, it was a miscommunication. Tanika Ray asked Kirsten about his experience with Ashley. He said it was okay. It was cool. Like, it was what it was. And he don't got nothing else to say. He ain't saying nothing else about it. Ashley is not sure why he's responding that way. And she's like, look, I simply did not want to repeat my past mistakes, dating players and guys who really weren't even all that interested in me. Or she said something along them lines, I don't know. But Kirsten said, look, he's only there because of the contract. And Tanika was like, nobody is holding you hostage, okay? We are not twisting your arm and forcing you to sit out here. You're free to go if you want to go. Tamika tried to ask him a question, child. He didn't want to be there. Everybody like, why are you here? He got up to leave. Childish. He wanted to have a diva moment. He wanted to make a statement, in my opinion. Such a diva. Girl, it didn't do what you thought it was going to do. And I mean that respectfully. So they move on and they ask Donald why he didn't defend Ashley against his friend. The friend said that she likes this version of Ashley she's seeing right here, joking and playing with Donald, but she did not like the version of Ashley she met initially. Ashley was like, look, when a friend was presented, she was combative. Friend girl said, look, you had your fingers all in my brother's face pointing and talking about his clothes. I didn't see any pointing, but okay. She was talking about his clothes. And she was like, I'm going to defend my brother. I don't trust that my brother stuff. I don't trust it at all. She tried to clean it up with my brother because everybody was thinking that was my man. But I digress. Ashley, baby girl, you had your thigh sitting up high and it split. It was a little distracting for me. Like, I would, keep the thigh down. You had all the thigh meat showing it. I would have just put it down. But it's done with, so it doesn't matter. It just caught my eyes. Anyway, moving on. So Donald said that he heard things from Ashley he didn't like. For instance, she's the star of the show. And she's like, and I am. And he's like, she also said, do you need to be here for me? And she's like, and you do. Okay, and in Ashley's defense, she is the star of the show. For like 7 consecutive weeks, every time we had a cliffhanger and we ended off the episode, it was ended off with Ashley. If Ashley wasn't there, the show would have really been boring. It really would have. Because first of all, y'all had Sharice. Sharice is always a snooze fest. Okay, that's why she's with Mute Maurice. Zadia and Vern didn't have enough going on to carry the show. We needed Ashley. Be clear. And Donald was supposed to be there for her. That was the point, wasn't it? Did I miss something? Okay. But she was like, it's not even like that. Like, I don't know why he's saying that. Girl, I think you said it and you meant it, but okay. After all this, they determined that they're friends. I thought they determined that on the finale. But anyway, Tanika was like, okay, so what I'm gathering is that the door is still open, it's still cracked, and we can check back in a couple years. The door is closed, babe. It's closed, shut. Friend zone. See it. She can go ahead and call him her brother. I mean, at this point, everybody else is doing it. So we see Sharice and Maurice package. Maurice said he hasn't been to Miami, but they went to the Essence Festival together. Why haven't you been to Miami? Because I feel like he got money. His kids is grown. I mean, how difficult is it to just book a flight? You can book a flight for a weekend just to visit. It's not going to work. A long distance relationship requires travel. So if y'all not traveling, it's not going to work. But however, they said they found love in a hopeless place. Good for them. Sharice was like, look, maybe I'm not going back to Miami. And he was like, oh, wow, girl, you're going to pick up your 23-year business and just up and move. No, she's not. I don't believe her. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I'm like, who's that man sitting on the couch? And it was Mizell. And I'm like, now why is he here? So Tanika asked Lael, I forgot who deemed him Lael initially, but we all call him a liar. So Lael it is. He was talking, she asked someone he was talking to Sharice and Vernisha at the same time. Vern explains how he was so interested in her and he was texting her and calling her and they discussed going on a date. Lael said he never said that. Sharice was like, I just wish he was honest with me. But Mizell said, he was like, my day is coming. I'm going to find somebody. Sharice was like, I hope so. You're the oldest out of all your brothers and still unmarried. Sharice, you are not no spring chicken and you ain't never been married. But anyway, do I think Mizell's ready to get? I'm glad he's not married because obviously he's not ready to be married. He's still in his play dates, okay? He don't need to marry nobody and drag nobody along for the madness. He don't. I just didn't understand why Vern felt the need to be so adamant and like really explain how interested he was. Like, we got it, girl. We got it. But whatever. Bye, Mizell. Sharice picked Maurice. It don't much matter. So we get into Vernisha, Tabari, and Jabari. Vern clearly connected better with Jabari, of course. But she said she's not a traditional woman, okay? She's a business owner, and how he wanted her to not be the boss at home at 5:00, switch it off. She's a hairstylist. Ain't no done at 5:00. How does that what? And you're a business owner. You don't turn that on and off. Now, I see what he's saying about, he wants to be the head household and the leader, the man in the relationship. But I mean, she's in boss mode and you want to be in bed and you ready to go to sleep and she's up working on boss things. Like, you have to respect that. You knew what it was when you signed up. But I guess that's why he didn't work out with her. Jabari said he believes in gender roles. Listen, to a degree, I believe in gender roles as well. But these men want you to be, they want you to be submissive and protect and provide for them. Child, I could go on a tangent. I'm not going to do it. I just feel like he needs to find the right woman for him. And if he believes in gender roles, is he living up to that standard as well? Don't just be like, oh, I'm the man. I'm so what I say go. And then you splitting the bills 50-50 and all that. No. If you're going to believe in gender roles, you need to believe in all of them. Okay? Don't be trying to run me, and then when the check come, you want to split it down the middle. Don't do that. don't do it. But he said he found somebody. He said he found someone, the right woman for him, and she's very traditional. Okay, shout out to her. Okay. It wasn't going to work with him and Vernisha, even though they had a lot of chemistry. She didn't, however, have any with Tabari. And he said he was hurt because he felt like when she cut him off, it was a falling out. Tabari said that he didn't feel wanted. And I can see that I didn't feel like she wanted him either through the screen. Just watching, I felt like, why are we doing this? Let him go. But okay. Vern said she wanted to be courted. Okay. She wanted to be courted. She said, I don't chase no man. She's the catch. She wanted him to just take the initiative. And I see what she's saying. I do see her on that point, but I think even if he did, she didn't like him. And it's hard for a while. You put forth effort and you're not really, the energy isn't being reciprocated. You can feel that. So, I mean, they both have valid points. He's adamant that she didn't communicate. Like, communication goes both ways. She just didn't like him. And that's all that was. She liked his mama, but she didn't like him. And the tension was thick. Tanika was like, you ain't even looking at him when you talk. I think there's more to the story that we're not getting. But she said she would have to text him and be like, you didn't text me all day. And that's the only time, he said that's the only time he heard from her. I think after you've been dating for a while, you can initiate conversation if you don't hear from somebody. Not just, I didn't hear from you all day, but like, hey, how was your day? You know, I didn't hear from, there's ways to go about it if you like them. Now, if you don't, you're like, look, whatever, I'm trying to find a reason to cut this off, okay? But moving on, we see the friends that came to visit, two of them anyway, Camille and Stormy. Congrats to Ready to Love alumni, former castmates Camille and Cornelius. They were from Zadia's DC season on their recent engagement. Everybody thought, oh, blink twice, Cornelius, if you need help. Well, honey, he said he in it to win it. He's there to stay. It took him forever and a day, but child, he proposed. And Camille is engaged yet again. Y'all go. I think they're actually going to make it. I think they're in it for the long haul. Camille seemed to know what she's talking about. All the theatrics and all that. Yeah, but she know what she's talking about. When she was talking about Cameron, sis was right. Okay. So she said that because they was like, oh, she didn't like Cam. And she was like, I just felt like Zadia wasn't listening to what he was telling her. He said, I don't like you like that. I'm not making no time for you. Like, it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. And Zadia was being willfully ignorant and turning a blind eye. Well, she was. Cameron was saying he was unavailable. He did. Vern said that Cam was such a nice guy, though. He really, and he was nice and endearing to all the ladies, and he made sure they were good. He took them out on the town, this and that, blah, blah. Zadia said Cam under promises and over delivers. And while that sounds like a great thing, when it's time for him to come through, which was at the end, when it was time to make a move, he didn't do that. So Camille's, she said, let's pick a man where his actions match his words going forward. Period. Okay. So we move on to Stormy and Ashley. Stormy addressed the blue dress and said, look, that's how I always dress. I dress like that no matter where I'm going. I can go out to church. I can go out to the club with my friends, with my man, whoever. I'm dressing the way I dress. That's the only clothes I got in my closet. What am I supposed to do? So Ashley said, out of respect, she wouldn't have done that. If she was going to a wedding, a bar mitzvah, birthday party, she's not overdressing. She's not trying to outshine whoever's event it is. I see what she's saying. But she said she's not insecure. If in the moment when the date was happening, it felt like insecurities. Do I think Stormy was flirting with Kirsten, though? Absolutely. Do I think Kirsten was flirting with Stormy? Absolutely. Tanika tried to intervene and give her opinion. Ashley's like, wait a minute, let me finish. I said, ooh, the host started not running the show, okay? Ashley said that she felt that Stormy was there for herself. And Stormy should have picked up on the fact that her energy was off. She's like, I'm talkative, so if I'm quiet, you as my friend should have known something was off. Stormy said in her post that they wasn't really friends like that. But they was acting like they was on this reunion. Child, I don't know. So Zadia did chime in, and she said Ashley should have communicated that in that moment, or even if not that moment, the next day, 2 days later, not waiting months later to say something. She should have said something back then, because Stormy said, I didn't know you didn't say anything. So I didn't know it was an issue. But you want me to guess because you was quiet. Your issue could have been with him. I didn't know it was with me. Like, I don't know. Because she said they talked after that and Ashley didn't say anything. Ashley should have said, hey, it was an issue. She did not. Stormy starts crying because she says she looked bad and she runs off and goes backstage. Ashley chases behind her. It's like, it's water on the bridge now. Child, let's let it go. Ain't neither one of us talking to that man, so it doesn't matter. Sharice, while they ran back there, Sharice said that's why she doesn't do women. Because, honey, she be in jail. I told y'all Sharice is not a girl's girl. I told y'all Sharice is not a girl's girl. I don't care what interview she do. No. I've seen people trying to say it's a skin complexion issue. I don't know. But what I do know is Sharice was nasty and rude to someone else before. And now she's the issue here. That's why I don't do girls. That's why I don't do women. Why are y'all trying to force friendship with this woman who says she don't do women? Stop it. But and Sharice, we seen your mugshots, girl. I believe you. But no shade. But Ashley and Stormy, they squash it. They come back out. So finally, we get to Cameron and Zadia. Cam blames work on not being ready to love. Sir, you're not ready because you just wasn't ready. You knew you wasn't ready when you got on the show. You came on the show to advertise whatever businesses you got. We, the people, didn't care about the businesses. You did what you came there to do, and you didn't want no more parts. Zadia said that she trusted him when he was saying that he wanted to continue. She trusted that. Girl, why? He said all that stuff before he said he wanted to continue. He said, I don't think it's the right time. I work. I'm so busy. If you want to date somebody else, please feel free. Let's not talk anymore after this. I don't care if we never speak again. And she said, do you want to continue? And he said, yes. And she trusted the yes. Help me to understand. I know sometimes when you're in the thick of it, you don't want to hear it. But sis, we getting too old for this. You knew this man was not ready. You knew. You just didn't want to believe it. Oh, no, my heat kicking in. Child, we almost done. It's okay. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk a little louder, okay? So, Zadia said that they only spoke when she reached out to him. What's up with the men not communicating? Now it's starting to seem like a problem, a trend, if you will. All the men, ain't nobody speaking unless somebody speaks to them. I understand that y'all are down there. Y'all went down there for this show specifically, and the men still had to work and live their normal day-to-day lives. But that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable that a man can't just reach out and text and show interest. And the only time the man doesn't do that is when he's not interested. So stop wasting these ladies' time. But Zadia, he told you the truth. You didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to hear it, beloved. Vern defended Zadia, but she also acknowledged that Zadia didn't want to hear the truth. She like, now Zadia didn't want to hear it. You said it. She didn't want to hear it. However, you were misleading. You were leading her on because every time you would give her a little crumb just to keep her there. I'm not busy. I've got to work. I don't know if I have time to commit, but I still want to see where it goes. No, ain't no buts. He should have just said, look, I choose me, and he should have just walked off. Okay, to be honest. Cameron, in his hair, child, said it felt like a relief when they stopped the process. Wow. Everybody was looking like, Ashley was looking like she was ready. You know how that man jumped across that table and where he jumped up there on that judge. That's how Ashley was looking at him. Like she wanted to jump across the stage. Because what did you just say? Sir, I felt like a relief. Like, even if you felt like that, why would you say that? What in the world? But I mean, I guess he said, look, I got to be blunt, or she might think I'm leaving an ounce of hope. Child, I hate to see Zadia going out like this. Zadia said what he's saying is hurtful. She wishes he would have said it earlier. Well, he kind of did, but I guess he didn't say this specifically. Cam said during the process, he felt like, maybe it'll click, and it never clicked. Sir, talk about making things worse. Oh my gosh. He also said that he had some hiring to do at his job with his company, and but he did with her, and they got to wrap it up. I said, wrap it up. That's worse than what he said earlier. We got to wrap it up. I would have took, because he gave her the photos that he took of her on that last cheap date that he did for her. But I took them pictures. I wouldn't have been happy on the stage. I'm gonna say that. The ladies were in disbelief, and Zadia was like, "Look, okay, you can leave. There's no wheel. It's wrapped. Bye." So the ladies wrap things up, and they're still referring to Tamika as a matchmaker, even though we know she's not. That is where the episode ends. So like I said, meet me back here Sunday with the panel at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.